On August the 9th of 2000, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration launched an investigation into the deaths of 46 people resulting from over 300 accidents involving two types of vehicles from the same manufacturer, all equipped with tires from a specific tire company. This resulted in the manufacturer recalling over 13 million tires. This was the second biggest tire recall in history. It was said that the recall cost the automobile manufacturer in excess of $3 billion. The root cause was determined to be linked to low air pressure. Low air pressure caused the tires to overheat and catastrophically fail. The combination of a recommended lower air pressure by the auto manufacturer and a flaw in the tire design caused the tread to become separated from the tire at highway speeds. This oftentimes resulted in the loss of control of the vehicle, causing a rollover. I'm Jimmy Standards, and I'd like to talk to you about why checking your tire pressure on a regular basis is good for you, your wallet, your loved ones, and the environment. Did you know that a tire can lose approximately 1 psi per month even if nothing else is wrong? And this can be accelerated by multiple things, to include accidental puncture, a leaky valve stem or cap, wheel malfunction or damage to the wheel, a significant temperature change, or just worn or old tires. This is why most tire manufacturers recommend that you check your tire pressure at least once per month, or prior to taking a long trip, even the spare. It's always best to check your tire pressure when they're cool, say before driving, or if you've driven for a very short distance at slow speeds. Do not deflate a tire due to a pressure reading taken when the tire is warm. You should begin by determining the proper air pressure for your tires mounted on your vehicle, and this information can be found in your owner's manual, a sticker on the driver's side door or door sill, and some vehicles have a sticker on the inside of the gas door. Do not rely on the numbers on the sidewall of the tire, as that they may not indicate an optimum tire pressure for those tires on your vehicle. Be sure to buy a high-quality air pressure gauge, as the one that is at the local gas station air pump is most likely damaged and most definitely unreliable. Keep the gauge in your glove box for easy use. So let's talk about the reasons why an improperly inflated tire is a bad thing. Underinflation. Underinflation affects tire wear. Tires that are consistently underinflated by 20% will oftentimes wear out by 20% sooner. It also affects fuel cost. Underinflated tires burn more fuel than properly inflated ones. This is due to higher rolling resistance, which causes your engine to work harder, which burns more fuel. According to fueleconomy.gov, which is a joint website between the Department of Energy and the Environmental Protection Agency, underinflated tires can lower gas mileage by 0.3% for every 1 psi drop across all four tires. This also leads to increased pollution due to the greenhouse gases produced by your engine when it's working harder. It also could lead to a higher risk of blowout or catastrophic failure due to the heat buildup that we talked about earlier. It also affects your braking and your handling due to a sidewall deflection and an uneven contact patch. Overinflation can lead to a rougher ride, uneven wear, a higher risk of blowout or damage to the tire, and it decreases your braking and handling ability due to a reduced contact patch and increase in the chance of the damage to the tire that we talked about earlier. According to an article published in 2001 by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, they found that 20% of passenger cars and 32% of light trucks, which includes SUVs, vans, and pickups, were found on U.S. roadways to have one or more substantially underinflated tire. This article was published before the requirement for all vehicles to have TPMS or tire pressure monitoring system installed on their car. Due to the incidents I mentioned earlier, in November of 2000, the TREAD Act, or the Transportation Recall Enhancement, Accountability, and Documentation Act, was signed into law. Along with increased scrutiny in recall reporting, it also led to the development of TPMS. TPMS are required to be installed on vehicles produced after September the 1st of 2007. According to a 2009 National Highway Traffic Safety Administration study of 2,316 vehicles, both with and without TPMS, over 50% were found to have tires that were not properly inflated. TPMS is an electronic system designed to monitor air pressure in pneumatic tires while mounted on a vehicle. There are two different types, direct and indirect. Direct gathers accurate tire pressure data directly from the tire valve via dedicated sensors mounted in the tires. Reports this information directly and immediately in real time. The indirect uses your ABS system to approximate tire pressure, and the car must be driven a substantial distance before an alert will be generated. Both systems alert the driver when the tire pressure drops by 25% or more of the recommended air pressure via an audible warning and a light on the vehicle's instrument panel. In November of 2012, an extensive survey of vehicles was conducted by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to measure the effectiveness of TPMS in protecting drivers from underinflated tires. The data showed that the presence of a TPMS resulted in a 55.6% reduction in the likelihood a vehicle would have one or more severely underinflated tire. The same study found vehicles driving on underinflated tires by more than 25% are 3 times as likely to be involved in a crash related to tire failure. TPMS does not alert for overinflation. It's not intended to be the primary means to ensure proper inflation or to substitute for regular tire pressure checks. So in summary, I'd like to remind everybody of the cost of them, their families, their wallets, and the environment by not regularly checking their tire pressure. Check your tires. Check them often. It's an easy thing you can do to make such a huge impact. Thank you.